The first impressions and unboxing of the Tops Knives VI axe or Viking inspired axe. It came to me in a bag, in a plastic bag, no box. So Dave had to make us a box for this video. We're gonna take it out and we're gonna look at the design, we're gonna check the weight, we're gonna see what it has to offer and how cool it is, because I've seen pictures of it. So let's just jump into the video on the Tops Knives Viking inspired axe. Pretty cool, pretty cool. He did his best, okay? I mean, you know, don't knock him too bad. He tried. I've had this axe for a little while now. It's just been sitting on the shelf waiting for me to get to it. I've been chomping at the bit, so here we are. Dave's wonderful box he made for us here. That's nice of him. You're welcome. P.S. You still suck. I take my words back, Dave. You could have done a hell of a better job with this box. Take a second to get it out of this box here. So this is exactly how it came to me, just like this. This is how I got it, which was very strange, no box. I would have liked to have had a box. Man, this thing is nice, guys. Man, look at that. Ooh, the handle feels good too. Got a cool looking sheath here. We'll take it out really quick and just kind of give it a first. Guys, come on. Come on, look at this, look at this. But before we get into this thing, I'm gonna send it over to Dave and he's gonna give you the specs on the Tops Knives VI axe. And then we'll come back here and we'll talk about it.
You may not appreciate my box making skills, but you have to appreciate this Viking axe from Tops Knives. Not only does this axe have a great design, but it's also made in the USA. Honestly, if I had this axe, a bottle of mead, and a village to pillage, I would be one happy man. The axe was made from a solid slab of 1075 high-carbon steel. They say 1075 was chosen over 1095 for its impact resistance qualities. The axe head design, which comes with a beard, has a very large cutting edge, measuring at 5¼ inches long. Ah, yes, the spike. I understand that toenail clippings from Gary and Frecky were used to help create this unique design. The overall length of the Viking axe is 15¼ inches long, ending with a micarta grip and paracord lanyard. The micarta grip panels are paired with rubber O-rings for enhanced grip. And last but certainly not least is the weight, which is coming in at 39 ounces. It's definitely a cool axe, but cool doesn't mean it's functional. We will find out soon enough what this axe is capable of. At the very least, the O-rings work great for a water leak or nail enhancement, if you're into that kind of thing.
So first things first, let's get into the actual sheath. It's leather. You can feel it's leather and you can smell it's leather. So I do like this. You do have some rigidity right here where the actual stitching is, but when you get in this area, it's a little bit more pliable, a little bit softer, which is nice for leather. All you have to do is take the sheath here and slide it over the axe, and then you have some cutouts right here where the buckles snap in. Fairly easy to do. You do have a little bit of movement, but it's not coming off. Taking it off is really easy too. Just throw it off like that. So all in all, not a bad sheath. I do like leather, love leather, so it works out really well. So there is that. But of course, guys, what we do with sheaths on this channel, we toss it. The VI axe by Tops Knives, what do I think about it? How does it feel in the hand? It feels awesome, guys. Just for the first time feeling it here, I feel like I could really sling this, and it feels like you could really get down and do some chopping work if you needed to. But anyway, I bought this based on the way it looked. That was it. That's what drove me to buy it. And I'll be honest with you, now that I've got it here in person, I'm starting to appreciate the design even more. You have this really cool design where it looks like a layered effect. That's really cool to me. I really do appreciate when manufacturers put a little extra in their design work, and it's something that you may not appreciate online, but when you get it in your hand, you can totally see the design work and, you know, how they designed it, and it just brings something different than seeing a picture online. To be honest with you, it's going to smash into the target really hard with this weight and the design. The bit, just kind of taking a feel of it here, it's okay. It's sharp. It's not the sharpest thing in the world, but it's not bad. I'm gonna have to put my own edge on it because I could get it way sharper than this. Looking at the bit and the cheeks design, okay, it does have a very fat convex grind. I'll be honest with you, a manufacturer's grind, very hard taper at the end. So I'm gonna have to adjust that. And to be honest with you guys, it's pretty thick in here, as you can see there. So I'll probably end up thinning the cheeks down too, because I think it'll work better for axe throwing, but not bad. I do like the bit and the cheek design. I think it's gonna work really well for axe throwing, and it's gonna like smash into the target, which is really cool. Talking about this spike, how cool is that, guys? It looks like a claw or a fang or something back there. You do have an edge underneath here, and you have an edge up top. The edge down here is not very sharp, but this one up top is pretty daggone sharp. And the cheeks on it are pretty thin back here, guys. So you could get probably just as good an edge back here as you could on the actual bit. I like that. The design of it is really cool too. Like I said, that was the one reason why I bought it. And it just feels really good in the hand. Now, talking about this grip, you do have a paracord lanyard down here if you want to put it around your wrist, of course, if you want to do chopping, or if you want to hang it up somewhere. Like I said before, I really don't care what you do with it. You got it. And if you don't like it, you can change it out fairly easily. The grip down here has 3 bolts running from the front to the back, and they are regular style bolts, nothing crazy. But you do have micarta grip panels, which are supposed to be very good, very robust, and you normally see them on higher end axes, hatchets, and tomahawks, and knives. So this is gonna be my first time reviewing an axe here on this channel that has micarta handles. Interested to see how well they're gonna hold up for axe throwing. But the big thing that I noticed as soon as I put this in my hand that I don't really care for is the O-rings. It's got these O-rings that go kind of around the micarta handle here, and it just feels weird in the hand. It does. So I'm probably gonna end up taking these O-rings off, just saying, and probably doing something else a little bit better, I think, for grip and for axe throwing, because I don't think it's gonna work the best for axe throwing with these O-rings here. But you may like them or you may not, but the cool thing about it is that you can take them off pretty easily and do your own grip, or just take them off and use the micarta grip panels without these rubber O-rings on here. So let's do a weight test and a rotation test. First, we're gonna start with the weight test. I almost guarantee you guys this is gonna be handle heavy, but let's just double check and see. Yep. It is tipping towards the handle, which means that most of your weight's gonna be right in this area. Does that mean it's gonna be a bad flyer? Of course not, guys. I just do that test to let me know where the weight is before I start using it for axe throwing. Doing a rotation test. Something feels a little off about this. I'm just being honest. Right up front, it just feels a little weird, but we're gonna test it anyway and see. What I'm looking for is for the handle to fall and the bit to rotate around like this. Usually that means it's gonna be a true flyer, which means it's gonna rotate in the air without a lot of wobble. So let's do it and find out where we're at. We'll start with one finger. Oh no, guys, we are not rotating around as much as I'd like. Does that mean that it's gonna be bad? Not necessarily. That's just letting me know that we're probably gonna have some wobble in the air. As you guys know, like the Grensforsbruk large carving axe and the carpenter's axe that I've done reviews on, those things fly in the air really nicely for distance and up close, but they got a lot of wobble in them. Doesn't mean it's going to be a bad axe for axe throwing. It just means that it's going to have some wobble. And I got a feeling that this Viking axe here is going to have some wobble in it, especially for distance. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a bad flyer. You can't really say that until you take it out and you throw it, which is what we're going to do in part 2. Take this thing out, we're gonna throw it hard, we're gonna throw it for distance, and we're gonna see how well it performs as a throwing axe. So come back for part 2 when I test the hell out of this thing. And I'll tell you guys whether or not it performs, or if it doesn't. So what do I think about the VI axe by Tops Knives? Okay, so I've been playing with it now for a little bit here, and I will say that the weight, even though it's handle heavy, coming down and kind of like doing some chopping and wielding it a little bit, it doesn't feel handle heavy. It feels like the weight's more evenly distributed. So there is that. That's really cool. Of course, I love the design. This design is awesome looking. I love how big the edge is. I like the design of the edge with the beard down here, of course. I like how the toe swoops back to the spike, and then it kind of goes back down. So you had this like roller coaster ride going on up here, but it's still really cool. The spike on the back is really nice too, and I like how much of an edge they give it to you from the factory. I do like the micarta handle grips here, down here at the bottom. It looks really cool and it feels really nice. And I like how thick this thing is, guys. This thing is pretty daggone thick. I don't think you're gonna break it. I really don't, but of course we'll test it and see. But man, it just feels really good in the hand. It really does. The only two cons that I can think of is the O-rings. Those things are just gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna have to take those off. And two, the weight. I think you can throw this at a single rotation just fine. Anybody can throw this at a single rotation. And I really do think you're gonna get some wobble at distance. But of course, guys, I'm just giving you my first impressions. If you guys are interested, come back in part 2 and we'll throw it for distance and find out if my first impressions were correct. Will this thing fly true, or is it gonna have some wobble? I guess you'll have to come back and find out. So thanks for all the support, guys. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section of the VIX by Tops Knives. Steep price tag, $220 to $240. So let me know what you think about that too. Thanks for all the support, guys. I really appreciate it. And remember, it's always for the love of these axes, hatchets, and tomahawks. But until next time, see ya.